And still on the Brazil visit by the President Tinubu had expressed conviction that his administration's commitment to positive transformation will fortify Nigeria's position at the forefront of African nations for the pride of the citizenry. The President was addressing Nigerians in Brazil as part of his engagements on the margins of the state visit to the South American country. State House correspondent Musbau Dan-Wahab reports.
President Bola Tinubu is keeping to the tradition, bonding with Nigerians in the diaspora and instilling sense of belonging. Here, representatives of Nigerians in Brazil, they are part of the immediate beneficiaries of a just rejuvenated Nigeria-Brazil relations. Amongst this cross-section are scholars and entrepreneurs making Nigeria proud in Brazil through innovations and volunteerism. And these Brazilians of Nigerian descent are now craving to reunite with their origin. They equally demonstrated retention of their culture. They have varying issues needing government's assistance to ease their stay here. But then they appreciated the President for strengthening bilateral ties with their host presidents and for the reforms preparing a better country for them back home.
The 1 trillion economy, the way we are seeing things, we think it will not even get to 2030 before we achieve this 1 trillion economy.
Now that we're building this relationship with Brazil in different phases, we plead Your Excellency that wherever we need it to be a channel between you and Brazil, we are ready to do that.
Members of the President team updated the diasporans on various transformative programs and policies of the government, including the Agricultural Revival Program.
And the Brazilian-Nigerian friendship, which Mr. President has in no small way strengthened within the last 2 years, is going to be something that the whole Oba will be very proud of.
In the last 2 years, Mr. President has made a lot of intervention by all the state governors in Nigeria in terms of ensuring that he gave us fertilizer, he gave us a lot of resources, particularly to invest in agriculture.
A lot is happening in the agri sector, and I can assure you that in the next 2 to 3 years, with all that has been initiated under the leadership of Mr. President, we should be moving from food sufficiency to sovereignty.
Students are no longer going out of school simply on account of the inability of their parents or guardians not to pay for their school fees or for their object. I think this is very, very important. This from north to south, from east to west, nobody, you don't need to know anyone.
Nigeria has changed.
President Tinubu is again proud that the reforms embarked upon by his administration are yielding good results. He expresses commitment with courage and foresight to reinforce Nigeria's leading role and status in Africa.
Look at the technological development of this country. Look at the ability of this nation to achieve food sovereignty. Just imagine, what do they have that we don't have? We have everything. We have the brain, we have the energy, yes. We have the population, yes. The youth. To us, we can manufacture, we can develop, we can design, we can build a nation that works purposefully and prosperously for all of us.
The President calls for the support of Nigerians home and abroad to ensure success and sustainability of the government reforms. In Brasilia, Musbau Dan-Wahab, NT News.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu